Audio Jungle.
Greetings once again to all my lovely, lovely brothers and sisters around the world. This is your one and only Chief sitting on the 8th floor of the QI Tower, Malaysia, looking out at the beautiful city skyline of Petaling Jaya. And I just came back from an unbelievable trip to UAE, Dubai, where I spent about 10 days with my mentor and upline, Dato Sri Vijay Eswaran, getting so much needed direction, guidance, and hammering for what 2015 is going to look like and what we're going to change in the last month of 2014. And I've been sitting in the office yesterday and today with so much exciting planning and strategies which will completely change your 2015 journey. I promise you, after the first quarter of 2015, you will practically see a new company in QNet. You will see a brand new upline in the V. I will still be the same Pathman Senathirajah, just slimmer, fitter, and more gorgeous, I think. Okay? Alright, because I've been working out quite a bit. Alright? Now, I've been thinking, after spending 10 days with Dato Sri Vijay and realizing, alright, how important it is to have an upline, to have a working upline like him in life. And he reminded me of one very important thing, the whole 10 days in UAE. The need to constantly empty your cup. Alright? And I remember this video I made, which I believe all of you around the world are using. I made this video, Empty Your Cup, in my old office in MCOP. And that video, I realized a lot of people are using it around the world, but a lot of people have forgotten the essence of that message, the essence of Empty Your Cup. And I realized, spending 10 days with Dato Sri Vijay, I realized how important, how fundamental, all right, this philosophy, characteristic, and concept, all right, of empty your cup. It is not something you must do, all right, to grow in the business. I believe it's a necessity not only in the business but in life. It's a necessity in sustaining and growing your relationships. It's a necessity to keep us humble and not allow us to self-destruct or destroy even more the lives of people around us and prevent us from growing. Okay? And I realized today that when I started sharing the concept of empty your cup, it was very much directed at QNet or your business. It was directed of you emptying your cup to learn new things like network marketing, all right, the discipline required for success, Rule 3, Act 48. So I always told people that for you to grow in this business, you must be willing to empty your cup and learn new things that you didn't know before joining or being part of QNet, starting this journey to financial freedom and max out. But today, after 16 years of growing up in QNet, growing up under the mentorship of Dato Sri Vijay, I realized that empty your cup has a far deeper, more significant meaning, especially in my life. And I hope you can relate to this. I believe one of the greatest challenges in network marketing is that our cup fills up very fast. With every check you get, all right, with every bigger commission, and especially if you're maxing out, your cup fills up very fast. And what does it mean? Your cup fills up that you actually become arrogant. Not that you're not willing to learn. You're very selective what you learn, but with your success in network marketing, you simply become more arrogant. All right? That you refuse to listen to anyone, including your working upline. Alright? You refuse to listen to the V. And some people, believe it or not guys, they exist out there, the morons, whose cups are so full today they even refuse. Their cups are so full today that they even refuse to listen to me or even Dato Sri Vijay. Shocked as you are, these morons exist out there. Alright, simply because they think, alright, their cup has become so full that they believe that they did it on their own. They believe that they maxed out on their own. They believe that without the help of the uplines, the V Chief, Dato Sri Japa, you understand? And then what happens when your cup becomes full and you don't have the ability anymore to empty it? Alright? You reach a point where you start to treat your downlines like slaves, like your employees, like people who are lower than you, that they are insignificant, that you are the king of the kingdom. Alright? And you start to become authoritative, that you don't treat them as family, you don't treat them as partners. You basically become an arrogant prick, where people can no longer relate to you, work with you, listen to you. Alright? That they only see this arrogance, they don't see the love and care which you had when you started. And that happens because you lose the ability to empty your cup. Dato Sri told me a story of a great Roman emperor, a great Roman emperor who was loved by the people in his city. And he would walk through the city and people would throw flowers and touch him and say, "You are the greatest, we love you, you are unbelievable." But he always had a guy next to him. And nobody knew who the guy was. He was not a minister, he was not a VIP, he was just a guy who constantly would whisper into the ear of the Roman emperor. And one day somebody asked him, "Your Highness, who is this moron?" And they said, "This man's job is only to whisper to my ear every time, 'You are just a man. You are just a man.' Alright? You are not a god, you are just a man." Alright? And that itself is a process of emptying your cup. And I have observed over 16 years how many uplines, many leaders, or even networkers who have self-destructed, lost the loyalty of their downlines, alright, lost that care and love that they have from their downlines because their cup became full and they lost the ability to empty your cup. Now people ask me, "Chief, how do you empty your cup?" Now to be honest, alright, I find it very difficult to empty my cup. Because I'm chief, I'm Pathman Senathirajah, and I'm gorgeous. That's why I have Dato Sri Vijay Eswaran in my life. That's why I'm constantly by his side, constantly there, because he is one man who empties my cup every time I sit with him. And if you are not linked to a working upline or somebody up there, alright, your cup will become full and difficult to empty. You need somebody to remind you, like the Roman emperor, that you're just a man. Alright, my mother, Dato Sri Vijay, even my nieces remind me every day that I'm just a man. The master plan, alright, reminds me every day that I'm just a man. Alright, and if you lose that ability to empty your cup, you will lose that ability to build a network marketing organization that will last a lifetime. There will not be continuity of loyalty and love from your people. Alright? And you must remember this, that you are not here for yourself. Alright? Being there just for yourself, your own check, and you are satisfied, that's a full cup. That you must empty your cup and remember that you are nothing without your downlines. That their checks make your check. Their success makes you successful. And you must constantly remind yourself of this. And that is a process of emptying your cup. No matter how big your check is, compare yourself with somebody who's more successful. And that will lead you to empty your cup. No matter how many times your downline say they love you and you are the greatest, go back home. Ask your kids. Ask your wife or husband. Alright, ask your mother about your weaknesses, and they will proudly tell you. And that's the process of emptying your cup. Alright, always remember this, that you need to empty your cup. That if you stop emptying your cup, people will stop following you, people will stop listening to you. Now 16 years I've been your upline for the world representing Dato Sri Vijay and Japa. It's not because of my skill, not because I'm a better networker. There are far better networkers out there in the world. It's because I maintain a relationship of studentship constantly with my uplines, Dato Sri Vijay and Japadas Bismarck. I'm always in their zone. I'm always spending time with them. I always surrender to their superiority of knowledge, wisdom and experience. I always tell people, in front of you I am chief. In front of Dato Sri Vijay, I'm still that same little boy he picked up 16 years ago. That has never changed. So this video, this Wednesday message, was to remind all of you, become successful, max out, be a dreamer, achieve your dreams, push your people, presentación, presentación, presentación. Work harder than you ever worked before and close 2014 with a bang. But don't allow your cup to be full. Don't allow arrogance to take over yourself, your personality, your characteristic. Always remember that the willingness to be a nobody, all right, will always retain you as a somebody. So always have that ability to empty your cup. No matter how big your check is, no matter how much your downlines adore you and put you up on a pedestal, you're just a man or you're just a woman. Be grateful for what you have, but never stop caring and loving for your people genuinely. And you only can do that by emptying your cup. And you must be willing to learn new things, new techniques, all right, new things from the industry, new things from your uplines, new things from the V partners, that you are not perfect. All right? And if you think you are, that means your cup is full. So always have the ability to empty your cup. That will also make you a greater father, a greater mother, son, daughter, brother, sister. I promise you that. So my message to all of you this Wednesday, become the greatest networker the world has ever seen. But always have the ability to constantly empty your